Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to be working with this little beast right here. And we're going to swap out the handlebars and put a little bit smaller ones on and take these ones off. They're a little bit bigger and we're going to put them on the 250L. So we'll start off by taking these super crappy little bar end mirrors off. Never really liked them anyway, honestly. I don't know what I'll put back on. These usually fall apart because they're so cheap anyway. The best way to get these grips off, air compressor. Comes right off of there. Then we'll go ahead and take off these little 8mm for the clutch. We'll just get it out of the way there. All right, and then right back here, there's 2 Phillips that you got to take off. And once those are out, you can see the horn switch there is what's kind of holding it together there. And you can just take it off like that. So we'll do the same thing on the next side. We'll just buzz this guy on out of here. There we go. And because of what I'm doing, I technically don't need to take off the grip. And I'll show you why, just to make it a little bit easier. All right, then I'm going to remove the brake side. Same thing on this side with the up. Okay, for this side, I'm going to kind of cheat and just loosen these guys up. Then we should be able to just move this around. And see, I can just slide the bar off, so I'm going to cheat just a little bit this time. So now that my throttle tube and horn and all that is loose, I'm going to loosen these 10 mils right here. Alright, and we should be able to just slide this out. And because the ones I have on here are the fat bars, got to remove this little bump from the 7/8 to the fat bar. 35mm probably is what they are. Get this guy out. So what we'll do is we'll put a little bit of tape on there, close to where we want it. So I'd say that's pretty close to about where it's going to hit. I'll put another piece on the other side, about where the other one are going to hit. All right, so we got the old caps. So we're just going to continue with our cheater mode. Slide all this together. Let's see what we'll have to mess. I'm sure we'll have to manipulate some stuff. So we're just going to loosely put this thing on. That way we can come up with the settings we want. Gonna lightly tighten this thing down so that we can get it adjusted. All right, now that we got it kind of where we want it, you can see what it would be like putting the brakes in position, brakes and throttle cable. Would all have to sit kind of like right here. It's definitely a little tight now that this bar is so small, but there is definitely enough room. Might have to loosen a lot, pull this back out of its little dammit down here till we get it where we want it. All right, now we won't be fighting the brake as much. Let's see if we can make a little score on here. Yep. All right, we got just enough mark on that side to tell where we want to put the hole. Now for this side, see, that's about where I would want that. Like right there. We'll see if this will mark up the tape. Yep, put a nice little hole in our tape for us. So it's a little hard to tell, but that's our left side one. And that is our right side one about right here. So I'll go ahead and measure it off of the old bar just to make sure that the measurements match up, and I'll go ahead and start drilling. All right, so that was our first hole and our second hole. You can see they're pretty damn close. So I'm gonna pre-drill that one now. And drill this one out. See kind of where it went. A little bigger. Yeah, looks like the guy. Alright, for the next hole, I'll just verify its position. It's fairly close, about like right there. Did her dirty, no lube or anything. So let's verify and see if it fits. See if we can find that little spot in there without taking it all apart. And we did. Found it. There's one. Tighten the second one down. All right, we're in. All right, the next side should be really easy. You can see a little damage there. It'll fit perfectly in that little pre-drilled hole. There we go. One in. All right, got the other one in. We'll leave those loose so we can adjust them later. We will go ahead and put a little bit of this glue in here. That was genius. Put a little super glue on my finger. That went on really easy. Take some time to dry. All right, so what I would say is left is really kind of get everything where I want it. Definitely want these brake levers way down. That's good. Feels super weird with these tiny little handlebars, but then again, it's a tiny little bike, right? Not bad. Maybe snug up the bars a little bit, and I think we're rolling. All right, little GROM ready for a road test. Yeah, gotta get a test ride in. Might as well go get some growlers filled. Definitely time for that first oil change too on this little bastard. For another day. Oh, I'm out of gears. Oh, this little fucking thing's hilarious, man. So originally I bought this thing for my son. I had bought that little Avali GPO. And we were doing quite a bit of kart track riding, so I figured maybe this little GROM would be good for him to ride. And then he could ride it to school, to high school, at least until he's a little more comfortable riding, but I could never get him into the little basic rider course since COVID started, so really just been sitting in the garage dying. So I figured it was probably about time to clean it up, get it ready to go, get these handlebars off of it, because I really wanted those bars for the 250L. That little mirror actually worked out quite well. I can actually see just under my arm just fine. Maybe that's what I'll do with the 250L too, because that's one of the cheap little bar end mirrors I have. I have like 4 of them, and they're garbage on the bar end. So the little handlebars are nice. I think they'll actually be better for the car track. The best part about having a little bike and going to a car track, if you're nervous about, you know, getting on a real track and
getting your real bike leaned over that far, and you get to learn all that here on this. Much safer, much less expensive dropping this. It was actually kind of nice the first time I started doing the little 50s on kart track. I was already, you know, dragging my knee within the first day. I was already starting to understand body position and where to be and how to do it. It wasn't much longer out on the track for the first time. Say by my second lap on my 400, I was already dragging my knees around the corner. So the level of experience you'll gain off of a little bike like this on a kart track is just massive to getting on a real track. Thanks, man. Somebody liked the GROM. That's funny shit. Right, back to my favorite place, getting some growlers. Pretty hard to beat. Alright, thanks again guys for watching my videos. Appreciate it. We'll see you next week.